Alrighty, YouTube. This is Got Nice Gaming. I am Imp One Way. I am bringing to you RimWorld here. It is Alpha 10. Super excited for this. I saw that the Alpha had dropped. New Alpha has arrived. I was checking around, looking at the website and some news and stuff, and came across it and said, "Oh, we got to give this one a go for sure," and bring it to you guys so that you can check it out and see what you think and everything else. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the action here with this. I have not played it yet with Alpha 10. I'm going to start all over. Every time you do a new Alpha, you have to create a new save file. You cannot use your old games in doing this. So we're going to randomize here a little bit. We're going to pump up our world size a bit. We're going to generate, and we're going to take a look, and looks pretty good to me. Thinking that looks good. And it's called Ras Mine Lava. Ras Mine Lava. All right. And let's go ahead and start a new colony. Whoa, having trouble talking there today. So we have the same three as we always did with Cassandra Classic, Phoebe Bill Spader, Base Builder. Can't talk today. Sorry, guys. And Randy Random. I think I'm just super excited for this. So we're going to go with... Every time I do challenge, I get my butt kicked. But you know what? Let's go for it. We're going to go for challenge here. I'm going to hit next. We're going to go into our new world. I'm going to do something in the foresty area. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And let's take a look here and see what we can find. If you hear a squeak in the background, I apologize. It's my chair. I'm going to have to find some WD-40 or some oil for it to get it fixed up. I always like to do mountains in the forest. I've done desert before. A little bit of a struggle with trying to find wood. I like building mountain bases, so I think that's what I'm going to stick with here. Something reasonable, easygoing, far as like sites go. Let's see. Granite limestone. The temperatures are all pretty much the same. I use Fahrenheit because I'm in the United States. And you know, it's Americans. We don't know metric from our asses, so I'm sticking with what I know. I don't know what Celsius is. I can't figure it out. Do I want to go with tundra? Get some cold temperatures. Rainfall? I'd like a little bit more rainfall. This looks like a good spot. I like this. No, not flat. I don't want flat. Never mind. Mountainous. 954. Marble and limestone. I think granite's better. April to September growing. All right, we're going to do this one. We're not going to mess around with this too much. We're going to take a look and see what we get here as far as our colonists go. So we have Nicholas Nicky Franklin here, age 83, 598 years old chronically, chronologically. He's got good skills all across, can't do scary, fast walker, lazy, heat lover, so he likes the heat. And then we got Sean Shorty McVeigh, I don't know, yeah, McVeigh. Capable of intellectual and crafting, so no research, no crafting. Steadfast chemical fascination, which means we're going to have to watch him, and he's a psychopath. Of course he is. Shorty has no empathy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So he looks okay too. And then we're going to take a look at Lynn Casey. Lynn Casey. Caring, social, hauling, incapable. Psychically sensitive, teetotaler, so no alcohol, no drugs. So we got one extreme and the other. Awesome. I don't like the no hauling thing. I always hate that with my characters. It makes for a very challenging start. I feel like I think I'm going to have to randomize our artist, Lynn. Incapable of violence, so they can't fight. That's not so bad. Everything else looks like it's decent. Not so great with the construction. Abrasive, masochist, nervous. Those are some tough traits right there. But can cook, so he can be the grumpy cook. He has a passion for it, and a passion for medicine. But he's abrasive, so he's gonna be a doctor without bedside manner. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But this one more time. I want to sit here and randomize all day long. So Coma Child, Deep Space Miner, Green Thumb, Sanguine, which is great, and too smart. So he's sanguine, So he gets a plus 12 mood effect, but he's too smart, which means his mental threshold is lowered. So it kind of cancels each other out almost in a way when you think about it and how those break down. But can grow, can do just about everything else. Has some passion for certain things, but most passion for growing. So he'll be our farmer. Quang Din. All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and start with that, and we're going to go jump right into the action here as we generate our map. There goes my squeaky chair again every time I move. The three of you wake from in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RIMWORLD as pieces of the shredded starship fall around you. You start making plans to survive. Okay. Well, that's super loud. Let's drop that down a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. Items left outdoors will slowly deteriorate. If you want to store items long term, keep them under a roof. Yes, we knew that from the last alpha. They had that as well. I'm going to go and put a pause here for a second on the gameplay as I am going to X that out. I like that it sits in the middle of the screen that we can X out and get it out of our way. So they've added, this time we've added a new joy need with a bunch of ways to fulfill it. So they have a joy now added here. Colonists want to have joy, which means anything that lets the stop working and enjoy themselves for a while. Okay. Added joy sources: skygazing, meditating, praying, social relaxation around campfire or table, with or without beer, horseshoes game, chess, billiards, television, telescope for astronomy. Added armchair and dining chair. There are various kinds of joy. They can build up a tolerance to it. I am reading this directly from their development blog, by the way, at the website. You can go to rimworldgame.com to find that. I will put all of this down in the description as well for you guys, so you can see that as well. I am not going to read this whole thing because there's a whole bunch of new stuff. Outfit systems, timetable systems. New timetable system is added. You can assign each colonist a daily timetable which describes when they should work, sleep, have joy, or decide on their own. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. We're going to dive into that a little bit and see what that's all about. And then a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff as well. The day length is extended from 24 to 30 ticks, and the days per month is reduced from 12 to 10. Reduced skill degradation. Colonists can fall unconscious on their own if they're overexhausted. And it looks like they've reworked a bunch of other stuff as well. And again, you can check all that out at their development website if you're interested. Or like I said, I'll post the whole thing down below so that you can read that on your own. Let's go ahead and start on forbidding stuff here. And that's that. I'm going to get much steel in this drop. I got some of those. Let's unforbid our plasteel knife, our meds, our wood, our rifle, and our pistol, always that way. Let's take a look at our characters and see who can do what. Shooting is a 2. Nikki, shooting is a 3. And Shorty, shooting is a 6. Okay, so Shorty, you're going to get the... can I get that? Why can I not? Why can I not click? Great graphics, screenplay. I cannot right click on stuff and I don't know why. See what's going on there. All right. So I don't know how I'm going to get them to equip that stuff, but let's take a look at our map and see where we can build our base. There's a couple of nice areas here. I like that spot. That's pretty nice. Got a geothermal there, which we can use for power later on. And then we're going to just kind of spread around here. There's a geothermal there, geothermal there. Geothermal there. There's a bunch of geothermals on this map, so that's good. Got some buffalo roaming around. Where the buffalo roam. And I really love this spot here. I mean, that would be awesome because it bottlenecks it, and there's just nowhere for anybody to go when they want to attack us, except one way in, and we can build into the mountain over here. But there is no geothermal near that, so that makes that kind of a tough location. This location's nice because of the geothermal there. We're going to have to build up a wall and defenses around this area because you can get people that come squeezing through there and there, it looks like, too. It's going to be tough. Wow. Where do we want to build our home? Now, you know what? I'm going to start here, and if it changes or if something changes for me, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that later on. I'm going to build the stockpiles towards the front here. We're going to take a look at the overview system as well. It looks like they mark stuff and it has a passion on it. I like that. Used to have to add the mod to get that, but that's pretty cool. I like the way that looks, that they added the burning passion and the regular passion in with the little flame and the double flame. You had to add a mod, and it kind of showed you little bars on the side to show that, but that's pretty good, pretty cool. Here's a timetable. We're going to have to figure out how that works as far as when they want to do stuff. Anything, sleep, pretty cool. Outfits, current outfit, and factions, worlds. Yeah, I'm just poking around looking at everything here. And stats. Okay, let's go back to work. Everybody's on hauling. Everybody should be on construction. I'm going to leave this just the regular priorities with the check marks to start as we get going, and then we will change stuff as needed. He is really our cook, even though this one has the passion. I'm going to check him as the cook, take him off. No hunting right now. You can do that as a warden, is fine. Flick, I guess, is for the switches. Yep. Smith, create weapons and tools. Tailor, art, craft. So they've added extra stuff in here, which is good for specific things. Repair, grow, hunt, cook. Excuse me, folks. Okay, so we're going to let that go. We're going to unpause this and let them start doing their thing. And this is going to be a storage for everything. Oh, I like the way that looks. And we can even set the hit points for stuff, so as it starts deteriorating, we can work on that too. It'll hold only things with a certain level. I guess you can put that in any quality. Awesome. That's great add to that. I like that, the way that looks. This way you can kind of make different stockpiles for different things as you progress. Cool stuff. I like it. So far, so good. We're going to let them get to hauling. And they got a lot of stuff to haul in a really long way, too. Sorry, guys. You got to work hard. It's going to be a tough one. That's okay. Let's go ahead and create our sleep spots right away. It's under miscellaneous. No. Furniture. Always furniture. It's your sleep spot. And we're going to go ahead and just dump them down behind this wall here. And we're going to think about this a little bit as far as planning goes. How am I going to do this? There's our new cloth armchair and our steel dining chair. I like it. Pretty cool. Structure stays the same. Orders. Looks like it stays the same for the most part. I think we're going to start building into the mountain right here. We're going to build in our bedrooms. Found some steel. Figured I'd jump on it right away. So let's start off right away with the bedrooms. Yeah, they're going to be off center a little bit. Who cares? I am not that... I'm not that worried about it. As long as the door's centered. I don't like when the doors aren't centered. But that actually looks like it's pretty cool. Is when the doors aren't facing exactly each other. Actually isn't a bad idea doing it that way. So let's do that. Let them get going on that for sure. And we got mining. Let's get 2 miners going. So it helps with the work a little bit. we're going to go ahead and Hunter lacks a weapon. I know we can't. I don't know how we're going to get those weapons. That makes no sense. Let's go ahead and there we go. Now I can do it. That's weird. Why that happened. So let's take a look at our characters. No. Characters. So the shooter was Shorty. So Shorty. Where's all our stuff? Here's all our stuff. I'm going to have you equip the survival knife. And Mickey, you were survival rifle. Quang is a meleeer. I'll let you have the knife. And Nikki, you can go get the pistol. Is that the pistol? Yes, it is. Okay. Nikki's sleeping an awfully long time here. He's sleeping in for the day. And let's do that. Area revealed. The area has been revealed. So let's jump to location. Yep, it's only just a bunch of stuff. That's great. Kind of messes up my what I want to do there inside the mountain. Seen that happen a few times too. That's okay. We'll get that going. Review. Quang and Nikki are the miners. Nikki, after you get your gun, you got to get to work. Let's speed this up a little bit so they can start moving in there and doing their thing. I'm gonna want to start a growing area as well. This way we can get some crops going. I think I'm gonna put the growing area this way. Something 8x8. Something decently sizable for some potatoes. And then this one, we're going to make strawberry so they can eat something without the negative debuff for eating raw. And the potatoes we're going to use to cook. So that'll do that. That'll be a modest little start for us. We definitely got to get this rolling inside here for sure. Just going to scope out my area a little bit more here and try to figure this out. Like this little defensive wall we have there, I'm going to leave that. I wonder if we should build a wall here because we got that opening there. And we got an opening there too. We're definitely going to build a wall here so we don't have somebody sneak attack us from that side. Just build like a double wall. But this won't be too bad all in all. I may want to use this entire area for myself. I may have to build a wall here. And then eventually down this way in here. And we'll build a nice little kill zone around here when we set up our defenses. Yes, we need a meal source. I know, we're working on it. And we're going to go and also set up some orders to chop some wood so we can kind of clear out the area for ourselves a little bit here. Clean things up. We need the wood anyway. So whenever they get around to that, they get around to that. The first one's always a slow one because you're trying to get things going and started. I mean, nothing you can do about that. Not much you can do about it anyway until things get going. Just got to make sure that everybody's kind of set properly for stuff. Maybe I really want Shorty mining. No, I don't want Shorty mining. I want Shorty is not doing much of anything actually but hauling. So maybe we'll put you on growing as well. Because Quang is right now a miner and trying to mine this out as we try to build our bedrooms for our folks. We're going to want to set up power at some point too. Let's see. I think what we can do is we can set up a couple of them here. Everyone knows that you don't want to stay on this rock for too long, but Kong is suggesting that you give the colony a name anyway. What should it be called? We shall call this... Wow, I don't know. Crash Town. All right, Crash Town. There we go. I'm going to call it Crash Town for now. Can always change it later on. I'm going to know what? I'm not going to set up any solar panels right now. I want them to mine. I want to get that farming going. I want them to get mining. I want to get this going here so that we can build this stuff up. I'm going to start with wood for now for that. And then we're going to put a regular auto door in. It's getting sensitive. So I have that sensitive. I can go down on that. All right. Need defenses. Yes, we know. You've been here some time and probably been seen. Pirate raids will start soon. You should prepare your defenses. Oh no, psychic drone. Every colonist had a female gender winches in pain. Yep. It's an engine of hatred. A new area has been revealed. It looks like this mountain is pretty holy, for sure. Yeah. It's you know, it is what it is. And we're gonna get visitors for the Vexata of the Cliff are visiting. And my guys will go to sleep. I think I'm gonna change their timetable to have them sleep less for now. Because it's just too much sleeping. I mean, we'll let them go to bed there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep. 6 hours of sleep is more than enough for now until we get things going. I mean, and then we can kind of work on other stuff and let them do what they want, right? And we'll work on the joy and the everything else later on. But right now, we got to get going. We got to get this colony off the ground for us to get this going. We're going to have to do some walling off here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and add in structure here. And hopefully they can get mining that out. What happened to Shorty? Oh, he's cloud watching. Ah, look at that. He's stopped to have some joy. He was working too hard, needed to take a break. So he stopped and laid down in the grass and was doing some cloud watching. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. You see, I hate when I do that. I have to deconstruct that. Always let them build that one first. Then you go build the next one. Oh, gosh. I do that all the time. I don't think it through before I do it, you know? So that's a nicely shaped that room as well as that one. Uh-oh. We're going to pause. Every time I get one of these, I always pause. See what's going on. Local squirrel has gone mad and will attack everyone it sees. Fantastic. Where are you, mad squirrel? It's berserk. And it's far away. Oh, it's attacking that person instead. Oh, and it took it out, so that's fine. Thanks, Purple. Don't know who you are, but thank you anyway. Alright, so let's get back to this structure. We need a... We're going to do auto doors here. That's really annoying. You get too close and it drags the whole screen down. Which I know that's what it's supposed to do on the edges of the screen. I wonder if there's an option to fix that. I'm going to take a look at that later. I'm not worried about that right now, but it's a little bit annoying how I get so close and it seems super sensitive. Or more sensitive than it has in the past, at least. And we're going to have to create ourselves a dumping stockpile here, and I'm going to do that right there, and we can hear my timer going off, as I wanted to keep this episode as short as possible, but just kind of bring it to you right away. We couldn't get into much with it here, but I don't want to go in over crazy so that I can't, like, you know, load it up in a reasonable time. But we're off to a nice little start here. We're working on our bedrooms, and we've got some farming going and cleaning up some wood here in the areas and got our stockpiles set up. We're off to a nice little start here for Crash Town in RIMWORLD Alpha 10. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out. If you liked the video, please hit the like button so that I can bring you more of this. I put aside some other stuff just to jump into this right away. And please subscribe and share it with your friends. And we will see you in the next episode. I will do another one of these. And remember, always believe in yourselves. Bye now.